some requests for Granny's cream gravy. Now there's two ways to make cream gravy. One way, it's nice and pretty and white, and another way, it's kind of brown, but the flavor's out of this world. Today we're going to do nice and creamy and white, but I'll tell you about the other. So glad you came. Now I use lard. You can use oil, you can use shortening, but I use lard. Now I just take a big old dollop, and I've already got my pan heating up here, and you can see, big old dollop. Now gravy's one of those things that it's not an exact science, but for some reason it always turns out good. So we just melt that in there. Yeah. You want your fire kind of medium to high. Let all that get out. Nothing like good old gravy. And if you're real ambitious, before you make your gravy, go ahead and fry you up some sausage, and then you can have sausage gravy. Nothing as good as sausage gravy. We're almost there. We gotta let the grease melt real good. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna add enough flour to absorb the grease. Get that spoon. I'm gonna go ahead and use this spoon. Add just enough flour, starting here with about a 1/4 cup of flour, and I stir that until, and that's not going to be enough. Now if you add too much, you can always add more grease, but I'm going to show you, you're going to have what looks like a pudding. Gotta make sure. I'll show you this how it looks. It looks like a pudding. You can see right there. Now, if it's a little thinner than that, don't worry about it. But you sure don't want it any thicker. Now, once that gets going, you're gonna add milk. And you're going to add enough milk that it is just real milky. Because we're going to cook it down. Now you get your fire high. And move my stuff. And add a little salt. Now, at this point, I use a spatula so that I can squash that. Make sure it stays soft. Now you can tell this pan's a pretty deep pan. And the reason I like to use this deep pan for gravy is somehow Granny makes a mess and sloshes it everywhere. But you just stir it around. Now, if you're using a stainless steel pan, when you get it just about the right consistency you want, and what you're going to do is keep cooking this until you've got it the right consistency, if you're using stainless steel. Now, if you're using a cast iron like Granny, when it starts to thicken up, turn that fire off because it will continue to thicken up. I like a creamy gravy that kind of pours over the biscuits. But Paul, he wants something to stick to your ribs. He likes a thicker gravy, and he likes to kind of dollop it on his biscuits. That's just a matter of preference. And when it's done, you gotta taste it and make sure you put enough salt. I don't like real salty gravy, and in fact, I don't like real salty of any food, so I tend to use a little less. And that's why packages just don't work too well for me. Now you can see that's still real pretty and white. You just keep stirring it on a high fire. Thing about secret to gravy is to keep that baby stirring so that it stays. Even if you like it thick, it stays smooth, no clumps. If I was to guess about how much milk I add, probably about half an inch to an inch more in the bottom of the pan. Of course, if you're adding a lot more lard because you're going to cook for a bigger batch, you want to add more milk. Too much milk is never a problem because it will cook down and make just a beautifully creamy gravy. Not enough milk makes it sticky. So you got to be sure and add enough milk. Oh, nothing like gravy first thing in the morning. Get you that recipe for them homemade biscuits. Flake them babies open. Now, I'm telling you, that's something that'll stick to your ribs. That's an all-day stick to your ribs. And you can see our gravy is thickening up. It is getting thicker and thicker. Oh, it's nothing like it for especially a good early in the morning. And gravy's easy to make. You almost always have flour, salt, some kind of oil. I'm going to show you with my spoon so you can see it's thickening up there. Just so it is beautiful. The good news is that we're at a point with our gravy where it won't clump. It's already nice and smooth. So Granny wants to, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that is a beautiful gravy, and it is just almost done. Yeah. Tell you what, you want to get to a man's husband, you just put this down in front of him. I'm going to turn off that fire. Granny's going to grab just a piece of bread. I don't have biscuits. I wanted to just show you how to make it. Grab my ladle. I'm going to show you. Look at this. Oh, is that not beautiful gravy? That will stick to your ribs. That will get you going in the morning. This is Gearbox Ranch Granny. And remember, pray to your Savior, Jesus Christ. God bless every one of you. And I'm so glad you joined me. Thanks.